Over 60? Can't sleep through the night? Drink this instead of water for instant deep sleep. Every night, millions of men and women over 60 struggle with the same frustrating pattern. You finally fall asleep, only to wake up in the middle of the night, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, sometimes 4, and no matter how exhausted you feel, you just can't get back to sleep. By morning, your energy is gone, your focus is weaker, and even simple tasks feel heavier than they should. Here's the part nobody tells you. That innocent glass of water you sip before bed, the one you believe is helping your health, may actually be the very thing sabotaging your sleep. Water is essential, yes, but it does absolutely nothing to calm your nervous system, relax tight muscles, or restore the natural sleep hormones your body isn't producing like it once did. Instead, it goes straight to your bladder, and for people in their 60s and beyond, that bladder signals urgency much faster, yanking you out of deep, restorative sleep. By the time you stumble back from the bathroom, your body is awake and your mind refuses to shut down. The good news is, you don't need to stop drinking at night. You simply need to drink smarter. There are bedtime beverages backed by science that do far more than hydrate. They nourish your body with nutrients like magnesium, glycine, and tryptophan, compounds proven to quiet the mind, relax muscles, and trigger deeper, longer sleep. And here's the exciting part. When you swap plain water for these drinks, the change can be dramatic. Many people notice fewer awakenings, longer stretches of uninterrupted sleep, and more energy in the morning, sometimes after just a single night. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 powerful bedtime drinks that can transform the way you sleep. And stay with me until the end, because the very first drink I'll share doesn't just improve your sleep, it can also help your body rebuild muscle, support collagen, and leave your legs feeling lighter and stronger when you wake up. Before we dive in, I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried a bedtime drink that made your nights easier? Share your experience in the comments. Your advice may be exactly what someone else here needs to finally get the rest they've been longing for. Drink number 1. Warm milk with a twist. The gentle classic for instant calm. For centuries, people have ended their nights with a warm cup of milk. And there's a reason this simple ritual has stood the test of time. When upgraded just slightly, it becomes one of the most powerful bedtime drinks for seniors who wake up in the middle of the night and can't get back to sleep. The common struggle here is that many older adults believe plain water before bed is enough. You stay hydrated, you think you're doing something healthy, but the result is frustratingly predictable. You wake up around 2 or 3 a.m., dragged out of deep sleep by your bladder, and then you lie awake for hours, exhausted but restless. That's because water hydrates, but it doesn't nourish your nervous system or trigger the chemistry of sleep. The reversal is that warm milk actually does. Unlike water, milk is naturally rich in tryptophan, an amino acid that your body uses to produce serotonin and then melatonin, the hormones that regulate your sleep-wake cycle. Add in its natural calcium, which helps your brain use tryptophan more effectively, and suddenly this humble drink turns into a natural sleep aid. The nutrients here matter. Tryptophan, calcium, and small amounts of magnesium create a calming effect that reduces restlessness and muscle tension. And when you add a gentle twist, a pinch of nutmeg, cinnamon, or a teaspoon of honey, you enhance that effect. Nutmeg contains natural sedative compounds. Cinnamon balances blood sugar to prevent those 3 a.m. crashes, and honey provides just enough natural sugar to help tryptophan cross into the brain more efficiently. The mechanism is simple but powerful. Within about 30 minutes of drinking, your body starts converting tryptophan into serotonin, which calms the mind, and then into melatonin, which tells your brain it's time to sleep. The warmth of the drink itself also signals relaxation, lowering cortisol, your stress hormone, so your body naturally eases into deeper sleep stages. Science backs this up. A 2021 review in the Journal of Sleep Research found that tryptophan-rich foods and beverages like milk significantly improved sleep quality in older adults, especially those with frequent nighttime awakenings. Clinicians often recommend warm milk as a safe, natural first-line strategy before turning to medications. Preparation is simple. Warm half a cup of milk, not boiling, just comfortably warm. Stir in a pinch of nutmeg or cinnamon, and if you like, add a teaspoon of honey. Sip slowly about 30 minutes before bed. For even better results, here's a synergy tip. Combine this drink with a brief wind-down ritual. As you sip, dim the lights, set aside your phone, and breathe deeply. Pairing the drink with calm routines helps train your brain to expect rest at the same time each night. I've seen this transform sleep for many patients. One gentleman in his late 60s told me that after years of restless nights, simply swapping his bedtime water for this soothing milk blend allowed him to sleep through until morning for the first time in a decade. He didn't just feel rested, he felt stronger, more focused, and his mood lifted within days. So here's your action step. Try this upgraded warm milk tonight and continue for 3 nights in a row. Notice how quickly your body starts responding with longer, deeper sleep and calmer mornings. That's the gentle classic. But next, we're stepping into something even more exciting. The second drink contains natural melatonin in every sip, and it has the power to reset your entire sleep cycle. Drink number 2, tart cherry juice, the natural melatonin booster. If you've ever wished your body could make more melatonin on its own, tart cherry juice might be exactly what you're missing. Unlike most foods and drinks, tart cherries are one of the very few natural sources of melatonin, the hormone that tells your brain when it's time to sleep. For seniors struggling with nights broken by multiple awakenings, this makes tart cherry juice a game changer. Here's the common struggle. Many people think sleep problems are just part of aging. You go to bed at a decent time, but you wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. and can't drift off again. The longer you stay awake, the more frustrated you feel, and by morning you're running on fumes. This isn't just annoying, it leaves you foggy, weak, and more prone to falls or mistakes. Now for the reversal. Research shows tart cherry juice can help increase total sleep time, improve sleep efficiency, and even reduce how long it takes to fall asleep. Unlike water, which runs straight through you, tart cherry juice delivers melatonin directly while also boosting the body's own production. It's like giving your sleep-wake cycle a gentle push back into rhythm. Nutrients matter here too. Tart cherries aren't just about melatonin. They're also packed with anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that reduce inflammation and ease joint discomfort. That's important, because nighttime aches and stiffness are some of the most common reasons older adults can't stay asleep. In other words, this drink tackles both the hormonal and the physical barriers to good rest. Let's go deeper into the mechanism. When you drink tart cherry juice in the evening, melatonin levels in your bloodstream rise, helping your brain shift into sleep mode faster. The antioxidants in the juice also reduce oxidative stress, which may protect your brain from the restless cycles that come with poor quality sleep. Over time, this leads to longer stretches of uninterrupted rest. The science is convincing. A study published in the European Journal of Nutrition in 2018 found that adults who drank tart cherry juice daily increased their sleep time by an average of 84 minutes compared to those who didn't. Another trial showed improvements in sleep quality in just 2 weeks. These results were especially noticeable in older adults. Here's how to use it. Drink about half a cup of unsweetened tart cherry juice an hour before bed. Choose unsweetened varieties. Added sugar can spike your blood sugar and undo the benefits. If the taste feels too sharp, mix it with a little water, but keep the portions small to avoid midnight bathroom trips. For a synergy tip, pair tart cherry juice with a magnesium-rich snack like a few almonds. Magnesium enhances melatonin's effects and further relaxes your muscles, setting you up for even deeper sleep. I've seen this work wonders for patients who were desperate for relief. One woman in her 70s told me that after adding tart cherry juice to her nightly routine, she went from waking up 3 or 4 times a night to sleeping nearly straight through. Her words were simple but powerful. I didn't know sleep could still feel this good at my age. Here's your practical step. Try half a cup tonight and track how you feel in the morning. Do it for a week, and you may find your nights transforming from restless to restorative. That's the power of tart cherries. But we're not done yet. Up next is a drink that doesn't just quiet the body, it calms the mind. This soothing herbal option has been trusted for generations, and it may be the key to finally shutting off nighttime worry. Drink number 3, chamomile or lavender tea, nature's calming cup. When your body feels ready for sleep but your mind won't stop racing, chamomile or lavender tea can be exactly what you need. These gentle herbal teas don't just hydrate, they calm the nervous system and quiet anxious thoughts, making it easier to stay asleep through the night. Here's the common struggle. Many older adults find that even when they're physically tired, their thoughts keep them awake. Worries about family, finances, or health replay in the mind, and instead of drifting into deep sleep, the brain stays on high alert. You may eventually fall asleep, but it's light, restless, and easily interrupted. Now here's the reversal. Unlike plain water, chamomile and lavender tea contain natural compounds that actively relax the brain. Chamomile is rich in apigenin, an antioxidant that binds to calming receptors in the brain and promotes drowsiness. Lavender contains linalool, a fragrant compound that reduces nervous system activity, lowering heart rate and blood pressure while easing stress. Together, these teas act like a natural signal to the mind. It's safe to rest. The nutrients are worth pointing out. Both teas are caffeine-free, making them safe for evening use. Chamomile's apigenin helps reduce nighttime awakenings, while lavender's linalool improves the quality of deep, slow-wave sleep, the very stage most seniors struggle to reach consistently. Let's take a closer look at the mechanism. Drinking chamomile tea 30 minutes before bed introduces apigenin into your system, which enhances GABA activity in the brain, a neurotransmitter that slows brain activity and promotes calm. Lavender works similarly but also through inhalation. Even the aroma of lavender activates calming pathways in the brain. That's why simply sipping the tea, breathing in the steam, can ease tension before bed. Science backs this up. A 2021 clinical study in the Journal of Advanced Nursing found that older adults who drank chamomile tea daily reported fewer nighttime disturbances and better overall sleep quality. Another study published in Evidence-Based Complementary and Alternative Medicine showed lavender tea significantly improved sleep satisfaction in older women within 2 weeks. Here's how to prepare it. Steep 1 chamomile or lavender tea bag in hot water for at least 5 to 7 minutes to release the active compounds. Drink it slowly as part of your bedtime routine, ideally in a calm, screen-free environment. For a synergy tip, combine your tea ritual with dim lighting and a short breathing exercise. Inhaling the warm steam from lavender tea while practicing slow breaths can double the calming effect, preparing both body and mind for rest. The proof is in real experiences. One of my patients, a retired teacher in her late 60s, said chamomile tea quickly became her signal for sleep. She told me, "I used to lie in bed replaying the day in my head. Now, the moment I finish my tea, it's like my brain gets permission to shut down." So here's your action step. Swap your bedtime water for chamomile or lavender tea tonight. Give it 1 week and notice if your mind feels calmer and your nights less interrupted. That's nature's calming cup. But in the next drink, we'll move beyond calming the mind to easing the aches and stiffness that so often keep seniors awake. This golden blend doesn't just help you sleep, it soothes the body from the inside out. Drink number 4, Golden Milk, the anti-inflammatory comfort blend. For many men and women over 60, the biggest obstacle to restful sleep isn't falling asleep, it's staying comfortable. Aching joints, stiff muscles, or a dull pain in the back can pull you out of deep rest again and again. That's where Golden Milk, a warm blend of milk and turmeric, comes in. This soothing nighttime drink doesn't just prepare your brain for sleep, it calms inflammation throughout your body so you can stay asleep longer. Here's the common struggle. You go to bed tired, but after a few hours, you wake up because your knee is throbbing, your shoulder feels stiff, or your back aches. Even if you get up to stretch or shift positions, the discomfort lingers, and the rest of the night is broken into fragments. Plain water can't fix this. It does nothing for pain or inflammation. Now here's the reversal. Golden Milk, made by blending warm milk with turmeric and a dash of black pepper, delivers a powerful anti-inflammatory effect. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound known to reduce joint pain, stiffness, and even muscle soreness. Black pepper enhances curcumin's absorption by up to 2,000%, making this combination far more effective than turmeric alone. And when prepared with warm milk, you also benefit from the calming effects of tryptophan and calcium, giving you both physical and mental relaxation in a single cup. The nutrients here matter. Curcumin reduces inflammatory signals in the body, which is particularly helpful for arthritis, a leading cause of nighttime discomfort in seniors. Warm milk supplies amino acids and minerals that help muscles release tension, and honey, often added for taste, provides a small glucose boost that aids in tryptophan's journey into the brain. Let's look at the mechanism. Inflammation is one of the most common hidden disruptors of sleep. By lowering inflammation, curcumin not only relieves pain but also supports healthier circulation and less oxidative stress. Combined with the natural sleep-promoting compounds in milk, golden milk calms the nervous system while making the body physically more at ease in bed. Science supports this blend. A 2020 study in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that curcumin supplementation reduced joint pain and improved quality of life in adults with osteoarthritis. Another review in Nutrients confirmed that curcumin's anti-inflammatory properties can help reduce sleep disturbances linked to pain. Preparation is simple. Heat half a cup of milk until warm. Stir in 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric powder and a small pinch of black pepper. Add honey or cinnamon if you prefer extra flavor. Drink it slowly about 30 minutes before bedtime. For a synergy tip, try combining golden milk with gentle stretching before bed. The anti-inflammatory effect paired with relaxed muscles creates an even greater chance of uninterrupted rest. Patients often share how powerful this drink can be. One man in his 70s who lived with arthritis in both knees told me he began sleeping through the night for the first time in years after making golden milk part of his nightly routine. He described waking up not only more rested but also less stiff in the mornings. So here's your action step. Try golden milk tonight if pain or stiffness has been stealing your rest. Give it a week and see if your body feels calmer, your sleep deeper, and your mornings easier. That's the comfort blend. But our next drink is different. It's not just about easing pain or calming the mind. It's about nourishing your body with the very nutrients that stop nighttime muscle cramps and keep your blood sugar steady until morning. Drink number 5. Banana Almond Smoothie, the nutrient-packed nighttime tonic. For many people over 60, restless nights are caused by something simple yet disruptive: muscle cramps, sudden leg twitches, or blood sugar dips that jolt you awake. If this sounds familiar, a banana almond smoothie may be the nighttime drink your body has been asking for. This small, nutrient-rich blend doesn't just taste good. It provides the exact minerals and amino acids your body needs to relax, recharge, and sleep through the night. Here's the common struggle. You fall asleep fine, but then your calf seizes up in a painful cramp, or your blood sugar dips, leaving you jittery and wide awake. These issues often go hand in hand with aging, and plain water does nothing to prevent them. In fact, drinking only water may flush out electrolytes, making the problem worse. Now for the reversal. Bananas and almonds are natural sources of magnesium, potassium, and tryptophan, 3 of the most critical nutrients for muscle relaxation and sleep quality. Together in a small smoothie, they create a gentle but powerful nighttime tonic. Bananas provide potassium to ease cramps, almonds add magnesium to relax the nervous system, and both deliver tryptophan, which converts into melatonin to regulate your sleep-wake cycle. The nutrients really shine here. Potassium stabilizes muscle contractions and prevents cramps. Magnesium supports over 300 biochemical processes in the body, many of which regulate sleep and relaxation. Healthy fats from almonds help keep blood sugar steady through the night, preventing those sudden wake-ups at 3 a.m. Add in a bit of milk or almond milk for extra tryptophan and calcium, and you have a balanced drink that works on multiple levels. Here's how it works in your body. The potassium and magnesium prevent sudden muscular contractions that cause cramps. Tryptophan signals serotonin and melatonin production, helping you slip into a deeper, more restorative sleep. The healthy fats and fiber from almonds prevent your blood sugar from spiking and crashing, giving your body stable energy reserves until morning. Science backs this combination. A 2021 study in Nutrients confirmed that magnesium supplementation improved sleep quality and reduced nighttime awakenings in older adults. Research also shows that higher dietary potassium intake is linked to fewer sleep disturbances. Together, these nutrients form a natural cocktail for deep rest. Here's how to prepare it. Blend half a banana with 1 tablespoon of almond butter and a small splash of warm milk or unsweetened almond milk. Keep the portion small. Just a few sips is enough to deliver the nutrients without leaving you overly full. Drink it about an hour before bed. For a synergy tip, you can sprinkle a tiny dash of cinnamon on top. Cinnamon not only adds flavor, but also supports blood sugar control, giving this smoothie an extra edge in preventing overnight awakenings. I've seen firsthand how effective this can be. One patient, a 68-year-old man who had struggled with leg cramps every night, told me that after 1 week of this smoothie, his cramps almost completely disappeared. He said it was the first time in years he could stretch out in bed without fear of being woken by sudden pain. So here's your action step. Prepare a small banana almond smoothie tonight, and notice if your muscles feel calmer and your sleep more continuous. Repeat it for a few nights, and you may find your body settling into deeper, steadier rest.
That's the nutrient-packed tonic. But before we wrap up, let's talk about an equally important topic: what you shouldn't drink at night if you want to protect your sleep. Some common evening choices may be quietly sabotaging your rest, and avoiding them is just as important as choosing the right bedtime drinks.
Bonus section: what not to drink before bed. Hidden sleep saboteurs. So far, we've focused on drinks that can calm your body, relax your mind, and help you sleep through the night. But there's another side to this story. Just as the right bedtime drink can transform your nights, the wrong one can quietly sabotage your sleep, no matter how tired you are. Knowing what to avoid is just as important as knowing what to drink. Here's the common struggle. Many older adults end their evenings with a warm beverage or a nightcap, believing it will help them relax. Coffee after dinner, a little chocolate, or even a glass of wine seem harmless. But then the night unfolds. You fall asleep quickly, only to wake up restless, anxious, or running to the bathroom again and again. The reversal is eye-opening. Drinks that seem comforting may actually be undermining your body's natural sleep cycles. Instead of promoting rest, they either overstimulate your nervous system, disrupt your deep sleep stages, or trigger bathroom trips that break your sleep apart. Let's break it down. The most common culprits are caffeine, alcohol, and excessive plain water. Caffeine is the first, found not only in coffee but also in black tea, green tea, soft drinks, and even chocolate. Caffeine blocks adenosine, the chemical that tells your brain it's time to rest. Even a small amount in the afternoon can linger in your body well past bedtime, leaving you tossing and turning long after lights out. Alcohol is another hidden saboteur. It makes you drowsy at first, which is why many think it helps them sleep. But alcohol fragments your sleep, pulling you out of the deep, restorative stages your brain and body desperately need. That's why you may wake up multiple times or feel groggy, unsteady, and dehydrated the next morning. And then there's plain water. Too much of it. Staying hydrated is important, but drinking large amounts right before bed is a recipe for sleep disruption. Your bladder sends strong signals faster in your 60s and beyond, and even one extra bathroom trip can destroy a night's rest. Science confirms these effects. A 2022 review in Sleep Medicine Reviews noted that caffeine intake within 6 hours of bedtime significantly reduced total sleep time in older adults. Research on alcohol has consistently shown reduced REM sleep, leading to poor concentration and mood the next day. And studies on nocturia, nighttime urination, show that it affects nearly 70% of adults over 60, making hydration timing crucial. Here's the simple guidance. Cut off caffeine by early afternoon, avoid alcohol as a sleep aid, and pace your water intake throughout the day so you're not relying on heavy drinking right before bedtime. Doing this alone can reduce awakenings, and when paired with the right bedtime drinks, the difference is dramatic. The real-world stories are striking. One patient, a woman in her late 60s, told me she used to end her nights with a small piece of dark chocolate and a glass of wine. She thought it was a harmless ritual. But when she replaced both with chamomile tea, she noticed fewer awakenings almost immediately. Within a week, she was sleeping deeper than she had in years. So here's your action step. Take a look at your own evening routine. If caffeine, alcohol, or late-night water are sneaking in, start cutting them out. Replace them with the calming, nutrient-rich drinks we've covered today, and you'll be giving your body the best possible chance for deep, restorative sleep. That's what not to drink. But there's still one more piece of the puzzle. In the next section, we'll talk about simple sleep habits that, when paired with these drinks, can completely transform your nights into the kind of rest you thought was no longer possible. Practical sleep tips to pair with drinks. Small habits, big results. The drinks we've discussed are powerful on their own, but here's the truth. They work best when paired with smart, consistent sleep habits. Think of these drinks as tools, and your routine as the environment that allows them to shine. Together, they can turn restless nights into deep, uninterrupted sleep. Here's the common struggle. Many older adults sip a calming drink before bed, but then they fall asleep with the television still on, keep their phone by their pillow, or sleep in a room that's too warm or bright. These small details may not seem important, but they're often the exact reason sleep still feels shallow and broken. The reversal is simple. When you combine the right bedtime drink with the right routine, you create a system that tells both your brain and body, it's time to rest. The drink relaxes your internal chemistry, and your habits reinforce the signal. Together, they strengthen your sleep cycle and make it easier to stay asleep until morning. Let's highlight the most effective habits. Keep your bedroom cool and dark. A room temperature of about 65 to 68 degrees helps your body naturally lower its core temperature, which is essential for sleep. Darkness signals your brain to release melatonin. Stick to a schedule. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day trains your body clock. Over time, your brain begins to expect rest at that hour, and sleep becomes easier to initiate and maintain. Turn off screens early. The blue light from phones, tablets, and TVs suppresses melatonin, tricking your brain into thinking it's daytime. Switching off screens at least 1 hour before bed gives your sleep hormones a chance to rise naturally. Add gentle relaxation. A few minutes of stretching, light yoga, or even slow breathing can help release muscle tension and calm racing thoughts. Pair this with your bedtime drink, and the combination becomes a powerful ritual. Use your drink as a cue. Over time, your brain will associate your nighttime beverage with rest. Just like brushing your teeth tells your body it's bedtime, sipping chamomile tea or golden milk can become a signal that sleep is coming. Science backs these habits. A 2021 review in Frontiers in Psychiatry found that sleep hygiene practices like consistent schedules, light reduction, and relaxation techniques significantly improved sleep quality in older adults, especially when paired with natural sleep aids like herbal teas or nutrient-rich drinks. I've seen it firsthand. One couple in their 70s told me they began turning off screens after dinner, dimming their bedroom lights, and sipping chamomile tea together every night. Within 2 weeks, they reported not only deeper sleep, but also a renewed sense of calm at the end of each day. So here's your action step. Choose one drink from this video and pair it with at least 2 of these habits tonight. Stick with it for a week. By combining nutrition, environment, and routine, you give yourself the best possible chance for nights that are deeper, steadier, and truly restorative. That's how you take these drinks from good to life-changing. And now, as we come to the end of our guide, let's pull everything together with a message of empowerment. Why better sleep after 60 isn't just possible, but within your reach, starting tonight. Call to action. Take back your nights. Deep, restful sleep is not a luxury. It's the foundation of memory, focus, balance, and healing. And it is absolutely possible after 60. Too many people believe sleepless nights are just something they have to accept, but that couldn't be further from the truth. By making one small change, swapping that plain glass of water for the right bedtime drink, you can give your body the nutrients and signals it needs to restore itself overnight. We've covered 5 powerful options today. Each one addresses a different barrier to sleep, whether it's anxiety, pain, nighttime awakenings, or muscle cramps. And the beauty is, you don't have to overhaul your entire life to benefit. All it takes is a single cup before bed, repeated consistently, to see results. Many people notice changes in just a few nights. But here's what matters most. Better sleep doesn't just mean fewer yawns in the morning. It means sharper memory, more stable mood, steadier steps, and more energy to do the things you love. It means feeling like yourself again, not trapped in a cycle of exhaustion, but living with clarity and vitality. Now it's your turn. Choose one of these drinks and try it tonight. Notice how your body responds, and come back to share your results in the comments. Your story could be the encouragement someone else needs to take their first step toward better rest. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss more natural health strategies designed specifically for people over 60. Click the like button to let us know this content matters to you and share it with a friend or family member who struggles with sleep. Together, we can help more people discover that peaceful, restorative nights are still within reach. Remember, the change can start tonight with just one simple drink.